Welcome to the fourth part of the Commodore computers in the movies. This series shows the movies and TV shows over the decades had Commodore computers appear as cameos. This video is part 1 of 2 of the Commodore PET in the movies. The first part of this series and the second part were both used for the Commodore 64. Part 3 was used for the Commodore 128, the SS64, Plus4, C16 and the VIC-20. And today, the PET series. Who would have thought that the Commodore PET appeared in so many movies and so many TV shows that, like the Commodore 64, I would have to make 2 parts to this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to join the membership group to gain awesome exclusive rewards and videos. Let's get started right now. Bird of Prey. Here the shopkeeper uses her pet when questioned by Henry, and then she later uses it also when questioned by the police. Bergerac. This series was huge in New Zealand. In this episode, Jim Bergerac investigates a death on a party boat, and one of the people questioned owned a Commodore PET. Strange Brew. This is a weird movie, or maybe I should say, it's a strange movie. Have you seen it? Great thing about it though is there is a Commodore PET briefly used by Rick Moranis' character Bob. Arrested Development. Justin Bateman's character, Michael Bluth, digs up some old school computers, including a Commodore PET. Star Trek: The Wrath of Khan. This is my favourite Star Trek movie of all time. Some 300 years after the manufacturing warranty expired on the Commodore PET, we have a chrome-plated one here in Captain Kirk's, or Admiral Kirk's, apartment. Buck Rogers in the 21st century. The look on Gerard's face shows how stunned of the resolution of his PET is. Possibly, over the last 500 years, a few upgrades have been done to it, and it's still going. Return from the Man from U.N.C.L.E. In the U.N.C.L.E. headquarters is a chrome-plated PET. Now, this possibly could be the exact same one from Captain Kirk's room in The Wrath of Khan. Guy X. In this black comedy starring Jason Biggs, his character Rudy carries around a very mint condition Commodore PET. Airwolf. I'm surprised they haven't remade this series. Probably a good thing though, because it saves ruining it. In the military camp in this episode, a Commodore PET can be seen perched on top of other computers in the command center. Street Hawk. I loved Street Hawk as a kid. Not as much as Knight Rider, but I still look forward to it every week on TV. In the Street Hawk base of operations, they had a Commodore PET. A man, a woman, and a bank. In this series, you'll see different innovative uses for the PET within TV programs and movies. In this one, the Commodore PET is used to plan a bank robbery. Notice how the monitor has been detached from the PET 2001 case. Airwolf. Another PET, another episode of Airwolf. Your stock is going up, Airwolf. A PET 2001 can be seen in this episode at the research centre. Automata. The human race is on the edge of extinction, but do we deserve to continue if we continue to hack up Commodore PETs just to make a fax machine? Breathe, Justin, breathe. Devs. This episode is a lot more calming. Nick Offerman's character, Forrest, shows due respect to his Commodore PET 2001 by preserving it as a museum piece in his house. Fringe. One of my all-time favourite TV series. In a flashback episode to the 1980s, Dr. Bishop can be seen in his office with a Commodore PET 2001. Nightmare City. In this Italian movie that is in a similar vein to maybe World War Z, but of course a lot more earlier, the TV station in the movie has a Commodore PET in its offices. Kidnapping of the President. In this movie, the President has been kidnapped, just in case you weren't sure. The rescue team used a Commodore PET to help rescue him from an armoured car. Knight Rider. the Hoff in his best role ever as Michael Knight. Now, we can only hope that this Commodore PET 2001 died of natural causes before it was gutted for the communication device in this episode. Look around you. Have you ever hooked up a toaster to your Commodore PET? Well, in this episode, the computerized toaster, and I'm making air marks here right now, was offered as a prize in this episode. Look around you. Another occurrence of the Commodore PET in this educational series. This time, in the introduction, is a Commodore PET which is programmed to display look around you. Look around yog. Supertrain. Think of Love Boat on tracks, and you have Supertrain. That might be oversimplifying this TV series, but what wasn't simple is the feat of navigating the Supertrain. Luckily, this job was undertaken by a Commodore PET. Black cat, white cat. In this movie, a close call indeed. A father and son duo choose between buying a washing machine and a Commodore PET. Thankfully, they chose the washing machine. Channel 5 promo. I still can't work out if this UK Channel 5 promo was a legitimate thing or a spoof. If you know anything about it, let me know in the comments below. Derek. This German crime investigation series went for some 25 years and was watched in over 100 countries, and also, in this episode, it had a Commodore PET. Game 1. This is a 2000s gaming TV series which mainly dealt with the modern games and modern systems, but in this episode, a Commodore PET can be seen behind the gamers.